Hello, my name is James Lopez, and this is the second of two videos to go over the Delete Gmail Python program. On the first video, I went over it, uh, showing you the different parts. I'm going to go a little bit more in detail this time around. Okay, so let's get to the business, and I want to talk about the totals here. Now, when I was updating this program, I had a problem with keeping track of where I was at when I was running the program because I had quite a bit of emails that I was going through one by one just to debug it. And one of the things that I needed to do was, okay, let me go ahead and write a part of the program that I can grab, make sure I can grab all of the folders and get a total of all the emails. So this is what this does. So I got one folder, which is the inbox, two folders, three folders, four folders, five folders, six folders. And these are the ones, emails that have subfolders. These are subfolders, and this is the inbox. Not all of them has emails at this time, but they can, and I know some do. So what I wanted to do was write a for loop to go to each folder and grab the totals. And this is what it looked like at the very end. You have the total here, which is 4,313, right? And this right here keeps me tracks. In other words, when it's running this all the time. And a combination of this counter here with this part of the program here combined with this variable here gives me these three printouts, which is those three printouts there. The first printout is is this date older than this date? It is. So it met the delete date condition. So that's 6. Not all of them will, but this just gives me some information on that. So when I'm running it, I don't have to, well, I can look at it and say, okay, I got 2,000 left or 1,500 left. And I can time it. That way I can, make sure that it's running properly and it's not, giving me any errors. Although I would see errors, but it'll give me a kind of like an indication of where it bombed out. But other than that, yeah, that's the reason why. So it trickles down. So let me get you to the second part I wanted to get in detail with. Right here was to show you this. I created a login to create this, which is the totals. And I got another login, which is different for the delete email process. So I just wanted to, isolate that out and show you that there's a reason for that, and I just did it that way. Instead of using one connection, use two, and that way I can differentiate this piece with that piece. So anyway, it goes down. The other part is the month list. Now, I was using, and also, let me go through this. I'm looking at, for the specific reason why I did that is because I had to create a list off of Dictionary Literal. In other words, when you come up here, let me show you. This right here, and by the way, this is the end date. I just printed that out. I wanted to see the end date based on today's date and minus, however days gives me the, May the 10th is what it gave me. So, and I had 60 days on that. So anyway, just to show you what that is. That's the end date. So anything, right here, see it? End date right there. That's what that is. And that comes from this. Actually, this. The current date minus the 30 days, you go through here to create the end date, which is that. So anyway, this is a dictionary literal. You can't work with a dictionary literal if you're trying to isolate information. You have to convert it to a list literal. And what I was trying to get was this. So this is position 0 because everything's the brackets and everything before the comma right there. And although it's separated here with the comma, that's in the bracket, and that means that this is 0, this is 0, and this is 1. So if it would have had three, it would have been 0, 1, 2, right? 0 being 1, right? So it would have been 1, 2, 3. So anyway, that's how that works. And what I needed to do, I need to extract this. And actually what I needed to extract that. So this is position 1. And this is position 1 because this is 0. So this is 1, 0, 1. This is 0, 0, 1. That's how it goes. So anyway, that's what I did here. If you look at it, let me pull this back up and let me get back to that. Now, I just wanted to show you that way you could understand. For you that don't. Position 1, position 1. Position 1, position 1. That's what that is. So I just wanted to point that out. Now let's get to the date. The date was another issue. I had this thing where I was pulling the data using the position, but what was happening is that the position was changing. It was consistent like 98% of the time, maybe even 99. But there was one that it wasn't in the right spot. So, like for example, it wasn't in 1-1, right? It was somewhere else. I'm like, oh man. So what I had to do was I had to come up with a different way of attacking it, and I attacked it by a different way of positioning, giving the position number, not 0, 1, yeah, 0, 1, 2 like that, but a little bit different. So anyway, what I did was, depending on the month, because what it had, and this is the actual format, it was the day, right, which is the 5th of July, 2022, right? So that's why this was first, this was second, this was third. And then the hours, minutes, and seconds was 4th. So it was 5th of July, right? 5th of July, right? 2022, minutes, seconds, now hours, minutes, and seconds. So that's how it was. And that's what this does. -1 is left of July, and +1 and +2 is right of July. So that's what that is. Is the month. The month is the stationary, because what was consistent when I created when I was looking at it and I had the list and I printed out the whole list, I seen that all of them had a month in 3 letters. The whole thing. I'm like, oh boy, yeah, I got it now. So anyway, that's why I had to create that. I was doing it like this, and that didn't work. That didn't work at all. So I had to change it because I had that error. So then when I did that, I was able to attack it. It was a little bit easier. I was doing it this, but a little bit different than this one. So yeah, and see why, you know why I got 0, 1, 2, and 3? Because I created this 0, 1, 2, and 3. It was not where it was. I had to do this to get to this, and I only created this because I pulled it out from there. So if you look at it, it's month, day, year, yeah, and then I went ahead and changed it up 0, 1, 2, and 3, and then I was good to go. This right here with the number listing was for the date, because I was getting 1. So like for example here, I was getting 9, not the 0, right? That's the month. No, here the date. I was getting, it's year, month, day. I think, isn't it? Year, month, day. Let's see. Yeah. Month, day, year, index. Month, day, year. Okay. So difference. So let's see here. Year, month, day. So I know it. Yeah, it's year, month, day. YMD. So that's what that is. So I had to put a 0 in front of the day, which was at the end. Then the business part, if it met the date parameter, which was this older than that, and that's the the less bracket is less. This is less than that, which is true. Then I had to look for the header. That was another issue I was having with the header. And then I went and deleted. And this is that print statement here, which helped. Then you have to be careful with the expunge because it'll delete it. I used it on one time and it does work. So this right here, it'll delete append, and over here it'll delete it. This appends it. This puts it all together. This actually deletes it with the object. So delete.append message, which is the email. Boom, 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 all the emails. And then when it's done, it says, okay, delete them. Object, delete the messages, the emails. And then expunge. I put it in there, don't use it. Use it if you have to, disclaimer. Over here, which is fine, this is, it created the delete text file. It reads it all into memory on the variable lines. It sorts lines, and it writes it back to the email. It writes it. So you just boom, 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 based on that. And then flushes, close, and then this is just at the end print. So if you have any questions, comments, leave a message. I'm going to write one more with the delete text files to be a little bit more specific. This is general. All emails that meet the date condition will be deleted. Anyway, thank you and have a good day. Bye.